Guys, it's day 1,562 of getting sued by Impossible Foods. Let's have a chat with Mr. Beast. All right, so Mr. Beast is the biggest YouTuber on the planet. As of today, he's got 413 million subscribers. It's crazy. Over the years, he's used his platform to launch different brands. One of them is called Feastables, and it's a chocolate bar. And it's supposed to support a living wage for cocoa farmers. I haven't tried this stuff before, but the other day he tweeted this. When I search Feastables on Target, I get this Hershey's ad that conveniently uses our Feastables blue color. I also buy pre-rolls on my YouTube channel and Beast Games. Stop harassing my fans, Hershey. They don't want you. Pretty funny. He's basically saying that his color blue and the blue that Hershey's is advertising with is way too similar. Got annoyed about it, which sort of makes sense. You can see how it might be annoying if you're trying to do something new and innovative, but then you have a multi-billion-dollar company come in and just copy a lot of the elements that you thought made your stuff unique, which makes this next part pretty interesting. And that's where we end up at Mr. Beast Burger. This is basically a virtual restaurant chain where you can order it on delivery and they make it in a ghost kitchen and then they'll deliver it to you, but there aren't any actual restaurants that exist. I think they did open one, but I'm not quite sure if it's still open. And interestingly enough, Mr. Beast Burger offers a bunch of different Impossible Burgers, which is made by Impossible Foods, which is the company suing my company for our trademarks. As of recently, I think they're still all on the site. I think there's 3 or 4 different burgers that they offer. Yeah, I think there's 4. And if he thinks having Hershey's copy his color blue, this might be worse. I don't know. You tell me. Okay, so this is our logo that we created in 2010, 2011. It's one on my shirt, registered a bunch of trademarks around it. This is the logo that Impossible Foods launched with, and I think they iterated over time. Again, for a quick review, this is our logo. This is their logo that they came up with like 6 years later. And if they look a little close, like that's what they look like when you overlay them. It's also worth noting that we used this logo without the line through it and a whole bunch of different stuff, including this quote book that went super viral. And they are partnered with Mr. Beast, and they even lent his name to the entire company. Now, I don't know what Jimmy's deal is with them, but in partnerships like this, often he takes a percentage of profits or he's paid a royalty fee. It does seem like there was a lawsuit about some stuff and he's not super happy with the deal. So I'm not sure how involved he is with it, but the point stands that his name is on this company. And if he thinks having the color blue imitated by Hershey's is bad, I'm really curious about how he feels about a brand that he's partnering with and presumably making money on, not only adopting similar branding materials to a creator, but then suing them in court for trademarks that were established 6 years before they were even a company. Again, I don't know Jimmy's situation with Mr. Beast Burger, but presumably for every Impossible Burger that he's selling, he's not only making money and profiting off of it, but he's also generating revenue for his partner companies, which are then using that to sue creators. I don't know Jimmy that well, but that seems way off brand. Now, Jimmy does seem like a super generous dude. He's done a ton of good around the world, including doing all these different things. You can read him right here. And I'm not going to be the guy that's going to get mad about him building wells for kids in Africa. The question I do have for him, though, is how does he feel about a multi-billion-dollar company using his name to generate sales and then use that revenue to go sue other creators for their trademarks, especially when those creators are trying to like do good things in the world? I mean, we're not as big as Jimmy, but we've tried to do a lot of good around the world, building schools for kids that don't have education and helping a bunch of entrepreneurs through microloans on Kiva. We've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars for those causes. You can check them out on impossible.org. So I guess that's my big question for Jimmy. Mainly, are you still involved with Mr. Beast Burger? How much are you making off the partnership with Impossible Foods? Did you know that they're proactively litigating against creators, trying to cancel their trademarks? And if so, is that something you support? Again, guys, I'm not hating on Mr. Beast. I think he's probably a good guy. He's got a huge business, a lot of things going on, and he might not even know that this is happening. So if he doesn't, just pass it along, let him know about this, and hopefully he sees us. And Jimmy, if you do see this and you do approve of that brand partnership, just let me know because it'll clarify a lot of stuff. Guys, it's day 1,562 of getting sued by Impossible Foods. We'll see you tomorrow.